Alexa TV presents in 3, 2, 1. Dateline Schools with your host, Terry Harrington.
It's always exciting when we see students put what they learn into practice. And at Port Huron High School, not only did one student put into action what he was learning, it's having a big impact in our community. So this week on Dateline Schools, we get to learn what's happened this spring as we talk with Port Huron High School senior Paul Robison. Paul, you created a recent event called Think Big Port Huron. Tell us about that.
Well, I've noticed a really poor sense of initiative in the kids in our high schools today. So I noticed a man named Josh Linkner, and I was in the Royal Oak Salvation Army, and I bought a suit, and in the pocket were some business cards of his, and at first I really didn't know who he was. But I noticed an article of his in the Free Press, so I decided to look more into him, and then I noticed he was a very famous, well-known man. He had lots of great things to talk about, and I thought that our kids would really benefit from hearing him. So, and some of his talks sort of key on thinking bigger. So I decided to call this Think Big Port Huron, and then invite Josh to do a talk about grit and innovation and other things to succeed in life.
Great. And it really turned into a pretty big event for you, didn't it?
Oh yeah, there was a big turnout, lots of kids from high schools all around St. Clair County.
The other thing I noticed, too, there was a lot of local business leaders, too. Was that a surprise for you?
Well, I tried to plan that as well so we could have business leaders from Port Huron come, and then they could sort of get the same out of the message and make Port Huron a better place.
Is Think Big Port Huron just a one-time event, or are you hoping that that's something that's going to catch on?
I'm hoping it's something that'll catch on, and maybe some other kids will take the initiative that I had to take and to get this to go on, and maybe they can make an event of their own.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.